Ah, yeah. It's time once again for the podcast you know and love. All That Ish. With DJ Wick and the crew. Here they are, ready to talk about everything from political-ish, movie-ish, sport-ish, and even just plain crazy-ish. Enjoy All That Ish.
You heard it. Come on now. Give your man some props. We up in here. Yeah. I'm for real. Whew. Gotta love it. I'm glad they hyped though. I'm glad they hyped. Yeah, man. I'm glad they hyped. All right. Let's get into this thing because I know that y'all ain't trying to hear me too much. Anyway, let's go. Yes, it is. It is. And we got folks up in here, baby. They in here. I can see them. This is not a joke. This is not a game. This is not to be played with. All right. First up, we got the one, the only,
Dr. Brooks, aka Macaroni Tony.
What's happening, Orlando? What's happening in Orlando, Florida? What's up with the mouth? What's up with your racist mouth?
Oh, damn. That's what we doing now?
That mouth is
Sheesh.
racist. Look at the history of him. You'll see.
Wow. Okay. We've also got the one that they call this guy,
King Dino.
Greetings and salutations, beautiful people.
Glad you're here. And not to be not to be outdone. This guy, he's here as well.
It was no smut on my rap last time that I
CB, the
Hello, peace, love, and greetings. I bring to you from.
All right, he's in there.
Hello.
He's here. All right. Gentlemen, it is good to be with y'all once again, baby. Hey, we got some good stuff to talk about. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. We'll get through this thing. Okay, we're gonna get this thing popping. There's a lot of real stuff happening in the world. We're gonna talk about some of that. And when I say real, I mean like heavy, like Gaza and everything like that. But before we get into those deeper topics, if you will, we'll go ahead and jump into the not so heavy hitters.
Got 5 minutes to get right with your boys. Oh, suck it now.
Take a topic. You got 5 minutes to talk about it.
Yes. Them quickest. Yes. Hairdo update. That's the first one. We got to give y'all a hairdo update. A couple episodes back, we were talking about a young man. I think he's in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. He's in Texas. Yeah, that right there. That could be rough for a person. Just that statement alone. But the young man had been suspended a few times because of his locks. They have a school policy that says you can't do this, or this. And he was in violation, something with the length and the bulk and whatever. Of course, when photos came out of the hair, he had it in, in barrel rolls, which is tighter to the head and is not coming down past the ear and all this other stuff.
As long as the hair is not below the lobes, below the eyelids, hiding the eyes, on the nape of the neck, at the collar, he's fine. And it doesn't matter if he twists his locks up.
And this comes to us from CBS News. Black student suspended over hairstyle will be sent to disciplinary education program. That's the headline, right? That's the headline. All right. After serving more than a month in in-school suspension over his locks, a black student in Texas was told he will be removed from the high school and sent to a disciplinary alternative education program on Thursday. Yeah. Daryl George, 18 years old, is a junior at Barber Hill High School in Mont Bellevue, and has been suspended now since August 31st. Now, he will be sent to EPIC, which is an alternative school program from October 12th through November 29th for failure to comply with multiple campus and classroom regulations, the principal said in a Wednesday letter provided to the Associated Press by the family. Yo, this thing is like going, like they like proving a point type thing. But hey, what say you? I'm gonna start the clock. Fight. Anybody can get it. Go ahead, King Dino.
Hey, is this public or private school?
You know what? I don't know what is this? Barbers Hill High School. I don't know what it is. Let me look. Yeah. Look that up real quick. Let's see what we can get in on that. Cause
Barbers Hill High School.
I thought it was public.
I mean, if it's a public school, they don't. I mean, they may have some dress code, you know, but to turn around and tell somebody he can't, it's public school. You know. Yeah. It's public school.
The principal apparently said that he had been repeatedly violated the district's previously communicated standards on student conduct. And that
has nothing to do with his conduct.
Yeah. Well, if that's why they keep harping on the failure to comply. Because he signed something. You're signing something at the beginning of the school year. Always, in that and always. So, wait a minute. Did I? No, did I? Yeah, I did. For a minute, I was like, wait a minute, I didn't get it.
I mean, I'm looking at a photo of this young man, and there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, look, man, this is Texas, man. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Again, if
somebody's just basically trying to say I've got control over this.
Yeah, I mean, I really honestly I thought this would have been over. Like it ran this little 24-hour news cycle, and bam, it's over. But it's like it keeps going, and I think part of that is because of, I guess, officials' stubbornness. I mean, that's all I can kind of gather from it. You know what I mean? That it's their inability to back down, or let this one go and live to fight another day type thing, or whatever. But I'm like,
but it's crazy. It's like, is it even really a let go? What do they have? What are these standards? If his hair right now is braided and tied down, that's not three. Look, let's take it back to the military, for instance. Where your hair does not exceed 3 inches in bulk. It doesn't say how it's the bulk. If you go in and let's say now you've got a short fro, whatever. If that bad boy ain't 3 inches in bulk, who cares? That's the standard. It's not hanging on your ears. That's the standard. It's not touching your collar. That's the standard. It's not protruding past your eyebrows. That's the standard. It's simple.
I think what they have is like that. And it may have been a case where the first time he had a something like an easy bun or something like that, and he just pulled it out, and next thing you know, he was caught with it down, right? And then so here it is the next go around. He's like, okay, bet I'm gonna do this, and they're like, you didn't cut your hair. Do y'all remember the dude? It was was it a soccer player or something?
He was a wrestler. He was a wrestler
that had to cut his locks.
Yeah, I think that district, I mean, there's a lot of people who got in a lot of trouble over that.
Yeah.
1 minute remaining.
But I mean,
they cut it. No, they cut the kid's hair during the match. Yes.
They cut it. Yeah, they cut it during the match, or they were going to disqualify him.
Yeah.
I think it was for like a state. I don't know if it was a semifinal or regional something, But it doesn't matter. They cut his hair during the match. I mean, this kid is in tears cutting his hair. He's so angry, and I'm kind of pissed at his coach for even letting them do that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's ugly. Well, you know those locks, man. That's an unfair advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're like Samson. My strength is in my hair.
They were like, nah, man. He's going to have to cut that, take away some of that scrumph. Because, you know, he got
Now he
it.
gets beat. Now he gets beat, and the Jewish women let all the dudes in the...
Wait. What? Oh, my God. I didn't hear what he said. Why they clapping, man? Like, oh, my God. I don't even want to know. Do I want to know? Yeah.
No, man. I mean, I'm curious to see what happens from this, but like I said, man, it's not a shock. This is a a place where they're gonna exercise control and their views and damned what everybody else feels and thinks.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I don't have hair, so
what?
I don't even know how to weigh in on this.
This guy.
Oh,
what?
Oh, snap. Suzanne Summers just passed away.
So what?
Who?
From Three's Company?
From Three's Company?
Yep. From the
Golly, son.
She had cancer.
Dang.
Wow.
So wait a minute. So that's Jack.
John Ritter's gone.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jack. Mr. Roper. Yo, what happened? Yo, Jack went before Mr. Roper. That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, his junk got cut down short. Because it was him, then Mr. Roper died, and now her. So Janet, the only one left?
Yeah, but nobody knows what happened to Janet. We ain't seen her forever.
Yo, that's wild, man. Dang, man. And then, was it true that she was like, I'm not even, like she didn't like do chemo and all that. She was like, no, I'm doing holistic type junk. And, she lived for 20 more years. She won't see, so I'm not doing that junk. I'm doing all like, Eastern medicine type stuff. I'm just saying. Yep. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm sure that's an easy look up. Did she ever do
she was
chemo?
76, I think.
Yeah,
right?
but when she found out, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, she did. I think she did have cancer back in the day.
Wait, she was 76. She was 76. She was surrounded by family because they were there to celebrate her birthday the following day, dog. Tomorrow? Is it? God dang. So family was already there because they were there to be getting ready to celebrate her birthday. So they're there,
That's insane, bro.
She would have been 77.
Crazy, man.
Crazy, man. Man, y'all give it up for Suzanne Summers, dude. I know CB need to do something, man. He got the little circle of death popping off there, but it is what it is. He like, I don't care. He like whatever. This next joint, you know what
we weren't talking about Suzanne Summers. We were talking about something else.
No, we had already finished that up.
We're talking about the.
We were finished. Okay.
Yeah, now we're gonna talk about golly. You know what? I'm gonna just play it, the little news clip, and we'll do it like that because this is too much, man. Like honestly, that's like, yo, this shit is out of hand.
First on Fox, we're learning more tonight about the youth coach shot by an angry parent. He is recovering from being shot multiple times in front of his players. Fox Files investigator Chris Hayes just talked with his mother about her son's prognosis and the criminal charges in the case, and he joins us now live. Chris?
Mandy, 30-year-old youth coach Shaquille Lattimore may soon take his first steps after being shot on the football field this week. That's according to his mother, who we just talked to about 30 minutes ago, in one of the few moments she was able to step away from her son's bedside. Take a look at this picture she took of him Wednesday with his encouraging thumbs up. Lattimore was shot Tuesday night by a man identified police as an angry parent. The St. Louis Circuit Attorney's Office has now charged 43-year-old Daryl Brian Clemens with assault first and armed criminal action. The court record says Clemens was, quote, upset with the coach for not starting his son. The victim's mother says her son was able to meet with police who came to his hospital bed, where she says her son picked the suspect out of a lineup. Lattimore was...
All right, it goes on for a little more. He got shot up very extensively over some bullshit. It's just my 2 cents. But hey, what say you? Y'all let me know what y'all think about this.
Hey, I've had, like, my kids played travel sports, right? Like AAU basketball.
Yeah.
I have seen some of the most foul displays of parenting that I could ever imagine through youth sports. And I always say, look, it's never the kids and the attitudes. Talking about, oh, kids today and their attitudes and all this stuff. Man, look, kids don't ruin youth sport. Parents do. You know, parents do. The pressure that they put on their kids, the pressure they put on the coaches. You know, these kids, they're not having fun. And I'm not talking like, you know, kids that are playing AAU, they're moving on to college next year. I'm talking 7 to 9-year-old kids and their parents acting like, you know, they're the next, you know, LeBron. And so when they don't get playing time, you know, I mean, it's one thing to talk to a coach. It's one thing to discuss with a coach, hey, maybe what are some things that my child can do, you know, to improve, because they really want to be in this position. You can only put so many people on the field at a time. And if your kid is underperforming for whatever reason, you know, as a coach, I would talk to the parent, hey, let me explain to you why your child isn't a starter. Let me explain why your child doesn't get much playing time. You know, these parents today, they I mean, that dude, clearly there's something wrong with him.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's common, man. You see it. I mean, you see fights. You see fights with referees. You see fights with coaches, other parents on parents. Man, adults ruin these games, man.
Yeah, I don't condone just whooping up on random people, but I will say this: some of them referees be some of the referees out of pocket, son. I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Fair enough. Look, fair enough. And of course, we get frustrated, and we get angry, but we don't get angry to the point where we're gonna, you know, commit physical violence. It's a game.
Yeah, nah.
It's a game.
No, there's no need for all of that. CB, what say you? I know Dr. Brooks, as a coach, you want to jump in on this as well.
I think it's punk bitch ass ism.
Damn.
That's what I was like. Damn.
Don't you worry about it, bitch. I know somebody like it.
Sheesh.
You gonna shoot a coach because Daquan or Ray Farr.
Damn. He had the blackest name you can imagine.
Yeah.
No playing time.
2 minutes.
Can't be Billy.
You need to put that gun away and start putting some time in with your child. But it ain't gonna happen now because you're gonna meet some new friends.
I'm like this, man. How it was Pee Wee.
Your ass on the bleachers.
Basically, my man, he turned himself in because he didn't want that smoke. But 43 years old, I mean, he got a Pee Wee league. He got a Pee Wee leaguer. Man, what's that about? He kind of late in the game with the kid thing. You know, I'm like, sheesh.
Oh, dude's 40.
43, my dude. Acting like that. You're supposed to be, you know what I mean? Like life experience to give you a couple little tricks to do to kind of calm the situation down or avoid certain things, whatever. At 43, I think he would have had them tools. This was, where was this at?
Where's
St. Louis. Man,
2 minutes remaining.
Outside of Chicago.
Boy.
Yeah, man. Look, like I said, I've seen it right outside of St. Louis. I mean, I remember, like, my first duty station was Scott Air Force Base. we used to go and play like in like Gus Mack or in Hoop It Up basketball tournaments in St. Louis. Man, every year there were shootings, mass shootings. Or not mass shootings, but multiple shootings. I don't mean to say that. I'm sorry.
I was like, mass shootings.
Yeah, multiple shootings.
Here you go.
You know, every year it went down, whether it was like during the games or afterwards, because we'd all go up to the park and chill out. I mean, it was an area that, you know, you say the wrong thing, you cross the wrong person, it's gunplay.
Yeah.
You know, and it's crazy. So now you got these kids. This kid's father's about to go to jail. Probably won't be able to watch him play anymore. Period. Because even if he do get out, he's not going to be allowed to. Look, you cannot be within this
1 minute remaining
space, you know, for youth sports at all.
Yeah.
You know, I think I think all of this is like indicative of something bigger, which is the have-nots don't have shit, right? And so I think for a lot of families and kids, that's your ticket out of the ghetto is sports. And they don't want to see their child shorted of this opportunity to get out the ghetto. That's the way I think about it.
Punk bitch ass ism at its finest.
Don't you worry about it, bitch. I know somebody like it.
Oh, for all the parents out there with guns, I didn't say that.
No, but you know what, Dr. Brooks, you are right. You are right, man.
They don't want that opportunity taken from their kids, but the problem is they take it way too far. I understand. I coach youth sports. I just coached youth soccer this morning, and I understand parents getting upset or not understanding maybe why their kid isn't doing what they think the kid should be doing or whatever the opportunity is. I get it, but I mean, that's, you know, to go get a gun. But you know what happens in a lot of situations, and it's not just youth sports. It's if you don't have anything, your pride is the last thing you have. And if somebody hurts your pride, you defend it with your life or with your craziness because that's all you got. So if your kid getting out the ghetto, you feel like they're not being played, and the coach says, well, that's because of this, that, and the other. And then you're like, what are you saying about my child? It's my pride and joy. And next thing you know, motherfuckers is like you stepped on their sneaker and they go and get the gun. Like, yeah, you was talking all that shit. Like, come on, man. It ain't that serious.
Yeah.
Got a couple claps.
Yep.
We haven't even asked if the kid was any good at whatever the sport was.
Bruh, he couldn't have been.
It done punk bitch ass ism at its finest.
I'm just honestly, you know what I mean? He couldn't have been that good. Because
and look, he could have been great, but let's say the kid's not listening to the coach.
Oh, then you sit him.
Yeah, you sit him, but you know what? And the parent might not understand, you know, or maybe that wasn't communicated. It doesn't matter.
If they parent plays sports, they know what the deal is. Come on, man.
Sure we do. You know, but at the same time, like I said, look, and how many people here have coached travel ball? Right, and I'm not talking like rec ball, rec leagues.
This one here.
We talking about these kids. You putting hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars into these kids.
Oh yeah,
you know, opportunity to play.
Yeah, you're right.
And your kid don't play, or you feel like they get a raw deal, and you get a little cranky about that. You know, and now this dude. Not to say that that's what this guy is. That's not to make up an excuse, but shit like that, it happens all the time, man. And you know, Dr. Brooks, you're right, but CB, you're right too. You know, you heard somebody.
I don't know if he's right. I don't know if he's right. I know he's busy. He's scraping the bowl and everything.
But there's something to be said about that, because now you're talking about, you're right, Brooks, somebody's pride. You know, you're hearing their pride. Why don't you take your child to go help them get better? You know, instead you're going to threaten violence. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And then here's another crazy way to look at it. They put so much value on them kids at such a young age because they think, oh, the NFL, the NBA, you know, whatever.
They're going to come calling for little Jaquez, little Johnny. I know, I shouldn't have said Jaquez. Johnny.
Here's what they don't understand. The percentages of kids that go on to the pros.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Super low.
Everybody understands.
Man, but look,
it's less than 1%. Everybody knows
let me take it a step further though. if you think your kid isn't being coached right, become a damn coach, Dad.
Yeah.
Quit overpressure. Or if you don't think the referees is any good, become a referee then, because you're probably gonna get paid too. Become a referee. No, it's fucking lazy, to be quite honest. It's lazy to say, do my kid this, that, Get off your ass and go coach a team. Form a league. Shit, fuck it. Form a whole league and hire the same referees.
Hey, don't be in the league. Prison league. They got referees and everything.
God dang, you ain't even have to do them like that.
Bitch assism at its finest.
They loving that.
There's a myriad of things he could be doing, but his way of conflict resolution is to go get a gun out of his car and try to shoot.
Well, and that don't show your kids anything good
pussy. You come down here all the time smelling like that. Look.
Yeah, he was on that dumb shit.
Yeah. Well, now his kid's got to worry about not seeing his dad anymore.
Yeah.
Over what?
Speaking of what?
Because he couldn't calm down.
I knew you was about to say something.
Bitch ass isms.
At its finest.
This next thing. Dyson. We kind of know them for their cool vacuum cleaners, their the bladeless fans, all that cool stuff like that. But they are back at it. I'm gonna start the clock. I'm gonna go ahead and start the clock on this one because I don't think we're gonna be talking about this too long because it's just. Well, then again, you never know.
Fight.
Start that clock. But now they're doing headphones, but they not just. These cats ain't just doing any kind of headphones, my dude. These just got an air purifier as an attachment. Now, I'm gonna let y'all check out what the specs on this thing, what it's talking about, what you get in the box and all that good stuff. It's I guess they on par with I don't know if they on par with all these the Bose and the Sonys and of course the iPod Pros or Maxes or whatever they called. I guess it's supposed to be one of them. It's supposed to be able to run with them kind of deal. These things got a little something to them. The Dyson Zone Absolute Plus noise canceling headphones, and they come with the different accessories. What kind of accessories? USB charging cable. You got yourself a visor sleeve. You got a visor cleaning brush. Oh yeah, this thing is serious. You got this Explorer case. You also get a soft pouch. You get 2 electrostatic carbon filters. Yeah, for the air purifier. You get a total of 4 because they give you 2 with the actual My Dyson app. You can hook it up to that somehow, and they can tell you how fresh it is. You also get an in-flight adapter kit, so you can plug these $800 headphones and purifying mask. You can go ahead and pay for that and get that going for yourself. What do you gentlemen think about this? $800 for the Dyson headphones, and they look like you space warrior.
Are we getting paid for this?
No, I wish we were.
Now, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna holler at Dyson to see if we can get that going.
I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Unless they send me something to test out, I don't give a fuck about it. Fuck that. I got my shit in right now. Between. That's the shit I'm rocking with. That's Dyson. Send me some though, because if I like it,
He said, "Oh, but send me some though." And if I like them, then I want them.
I'm about to go clean my floors right now.
With that Dyson, that's the only thing Dyson gonna get from you, huh? As a good vacuum. That's all the money you doing.
No. I guarantee a shot. If they send me some, and we'll see what it look like. Wait.
Like one of them things, man. It's like when people back in the day when people bought when I remember when Sony first came out with computers, and it was garbage. It's like, hey, Sony, you don't make computers. Why would I buy? And they were a piece of shit. So I'm kind of like, Dyson, what are you thinking? Are you trying to break in? At least get yourself a rapper to endorse them. I don't know. Like,
nah, bro.
Dr. Brooks, you better hit up Dyson.
Bruh.
Hey, I'll be honest. My curiosity would lead me to try.
Spending $800.
I mean, what have they made that has not been legit though? Let's just, them vacuums.
What else? What do you mean? They make vacuums.
You don't? They suck? No. Do they suck? Do they suck or not?
Yeah, they suck. That's why you buy them.
No, hold on. You said what have they made? They've only made one thing.
No, they haven't.
Vacuums.
No, vacuum cleaners.
They made the animal. They made like 32 different vacuums that are really good.
Bruh, real talk though, vacuum cleaners.
I done bought like
those
4
fans.
Dysons.
I told you the bladeless fans.
Why'd you buy 4 Dyson?
I bought 4
because they were so
I
good.
don't be wanting to fix them when I break them.
Oh, so they break, so you had to buy another one.
No, they break because I'm a fucking maniac when it comes to anything around the house.
Oh.
They still sucked. That's the whole thing.
Right, you had.
They never lose suction.
They were sucking.
You had to replace it. I'm not using that $800 to buy no damn headphones. No.
So you just gonna
I bet you
get
use
something?
$800 to buy the gigantic can of steroids.
God dang, that's what we doing now?
Look at his arm, y'all. I don't know if you can
That's
see
all
it.
natural, son. Let them
He
know.
look like Mark McGuire cousin.
Look, Cuba Gooding Jr.
Malcolm McGuire over here.
Oh gosh.
Hey, don't worry. Hey, don't worry. I know somebody who like it.
Don't you worry about it, bitch. I know somebody like it.
I know somebody who like you, bitch. Why are we getting cussed at by the sound bites? I've always wondered.
Gosh.
I say something decent, and it's like, bitch.
You think that's how it went?
Like, wait a minute.
Yes, I use nigga. I put the H on it to emphasize it's nigga.
Yo.
Just like that. I got called the N-word.
Whoa, whatever. I don't know, man. Honestly, hit that link, man. They look interesting. They kind of nice. And I would, you know what? I would appreciate it if Dyson would have send us a couple pair, so we can go ahead and work out. Hey, you look like Sub-Zero with the little visor on. It's crazy. You look like Sub-Zero. You're getting fresh air. I mean, what's better than that? So we might have to, if you could hook us up with a couple of them, we'd appreciate it. That's all I'm saying. Give you a good review. I can't promise you that. We'll review it, and if that shit is straight garbage, man, then...
Okay, but check it out. When I first got my pair of Beats by Dre, like 2010, right? The original, the OG versions now, with the chrome and the black little thing.
Yeah.
And them things was like $250.
They was
and nobody would have thought you could pay $250 for a pair of headphones. They was worth every penny. Them shit sound great, better than the headphones I had to that point.
Yeah.
Now all the Beats by Dre that came out like in the following years, I think they used the brand name, jacked up the price to $399 or some shit like that, and the quality was like poorer. But the point I'm making is, who would have thought you could sell a pair of headphones for $200-300 for just regular ass headphones, but they're not like studio monitors or whatever? Because people have always paid that kind of money for studio monitors. Let's be real. If you in the industry, people are paying that kind of money. So it's not foreign. I mean, shit, motherfuckers go to Sephora and pay X amount of dollars for some eyeshadow when it could be cheaper over here.
Don't get me
Some
talking
people
about
pay
that.
$50, $69 for a t-shirt when you could get it wholesale for like $1.99.
Yeah.
So
Look,
it's
all
foreign.
it takes is a couple of people to buy it and say how good it is, and people are like, oh, I'm gonna do it. Look, at one time you could get a pair of Jordans for $100.
That is
now
true.
you're going to pay $200 for a pair of Jordans.
Oh, at least.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Minimum.
We all understand inflation, but once people, it's like gas prices. Once companies find out, oh, people will pay for that, it's never going to go back down to what it was before, because people are going to pay for it. It's called it's supply and demand. It's super simple.
All right, I think we done beat that up. So
Fight.
I think we're good. Oh, that was long gone. That thing had already sounded. But yeah, Dyson. Yeah, I just thought it was wild because I was like, "What is this wrapped around this man's head?" Whatever. Anyway, that was it. So you know what that means.
And you get fresh air. Come on, cuz.
That junk never gets old to me. It's just gonna be rah.
Man, I ain't ever seen anyone jump that high. You just couldn't guard him. There was literally nothing you could do to stop him.
Before there was LeBron, there was La Juan. Before there was the Black Mamba, there was La Bamba.
No one believes me, but I saw him dunk from half court. Shit was crazy.
Known by fans all over the world as the Mexican Michael Jordan, Juan Chalupa first made a name for himself in his hometown of Little Enchilada.
He had a mid-range game, post up, he could shoot the three, he could do it all.
Juan Chalupa would have broken every single scoring record if it wasn't for Border Patrol.
I saw him lock up Michael one time. Juan steals it, dunks on the other end, then pulls a burrito out of his pocket like nothing happened.
It was like watching God dribble a basketball. I guess that's why they called him Jesus.
Juan Chalupa, the greatest Mexican basketball player of all time. The legend lives on.
Juan Chalupa.
All right. Now on to our main topics. The first and foremost is all this stuff going down with Gaza and Hamas and this and the third. It's ugly. It's ugly what's going on right now. Now, for those who don't know, Hamas is officially the Islamic Resistance Movement. They're a Sunni Islamist political and military organization that is the de facto government of Palestine. So the whole Gaza Strip thing is crazy. It's weird how much that this thing is popping and how quickly it escalated. If we think about the whole thing with the Ukraine and everything, the way it kind of developed, it slowly built up. It seems like they skipped that and now they just blowing up civilian spots. They just like it. The ramp up was so fast, you know. What are y'all thinking about that whole entire thing? I'm gonna pull up some more information because I saw this other article that was pretty damn good.
But, I mean, it's a shame, man. I mean, there's so much. I think everybody here understands how complex war is.
Yeah.
And it's a bunch of people that can't get along that will start it but won't fight in it. It is ideology versus ideology, and nobody thinks they're wrong.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks they're wrong. And even when it comes down to, we view things very American because we are, how we look at things like collateral damage and what we're willing to accept in collateral loss of others and what other people aren't. The reality is you have one group of people who have been and feel and have been, as they've been moved away from their homes and they've been basically gentrified into, leaving where they're from. One group who feels that, with the backing, and I'm trying to say this without, without people feeling like I'm pointing a finger at any particular group.
Yeah.
But it is another group who is going to impose their will because they have the backing of others automatically. That just they just refuse to work with one another. They just won't. And who suffers from this? the poor, the have-nots, that's who suffers from it, and it won't end. There's nothing pretty that ever comes out of war.
No.
It's never a good look. There's nothing but suffering that comes out of war.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know what to make of that. There's these weird double standards that exist in modern Western culture. So, for instance, where those people are right now, they were kind of, when I say those people, I'm talking about Jewish or Israelis. I don't even know really what I heard. If you say Jewish, that's derogatory. Is it not? I don't even fucking know, to be honest.
But we know you don't mean anything by it.
Right. I'm not trying to, so I'm just saying it as I understand it. I could be saying something derogatory. So if I'm not, so if I am, my apologies in advance. So the Jewish state or the Jewish people were placed there between World War I and World War II, as I understand it. Because that was like their homeland, and they had become nomadic and wandered. And then on the tails of World War I and II, a Jewish state was created out of the Palestine land. So a lot of people say, well, even though it's not Palestine, it's actually Israel because it never was Palestinian land, blah, blah, blah. Okay. In this country, we all know this whole fucking continent was belonged to the natives that were here. But nobody says, well, it's not American land. It was actually Indian land all along. So they're entitled to just take it all back or anything like that. So I'm always confused. And it seems like a lot of this shit started when they discovered oil in the Middle East. When they realized oil was in the Middle East and oil would be the thing that powers the human life, quality of life for the next X amount of years or decades or centuries or whatever, all of a sudden, that's where most of the borders over in that area of the world come from. It comes from post the discovery of oil. Otherwise, nobody gave a fuck, right? So you wonder, why is the U.S. there? Or why was Britain there? Why, of course, Britain, they were colonized. Those colonizers were everywhere. But we're over there for other interests, and it's really not humanitarian. And that's my point.
Not at all.
It's not humanitarian. Nobody, for everybody over here that tells you how much they care, that I don't even know if it's religious, because religion conveniently takes a back seat. If somebody says, I'm a Christian conservative in the United States, but did you vote for Trump? Yes, because he's my best values. Well, the man's been divorced hella times. That don't align with religious values, right? So all of a sudden, religion don't matter, but then you're over there, and that's where Jesus Christ came from, and we got to have it ready for his return, so we got to make sure the Jews are there. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck they got going on over there. I get it, but if you have this conversation with somebody that's pro-Israel, then a lot of the stuff that's not valid here all of a sudden becomes valid. And I just hate the fact that every time you have these issues, it's okay or not okay to the same person, and then they'll flip-flop. Like if Israel takes over the Gaza Strip or the northern Gaza Strip, whatever part, what's the difference between Russia taking back Ukraine?
Right.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, so we're arming Ukraine to stop the powerful Russians from taking them over. But on the flip side, we're arming Israel to, you can't say defend yourself, because they've been expanding beyond the agreed borders from all those from all those treaties in the 60s. They've been expanding beyond that for now decades. So no one's armed. The West, specifically the U.S., hasn't armed the Palestinian state to fight against it. And I just don't understand what the hell's going on. The one thing I can relate to is the thought of death and destruction is whack. It's hella whack, and that's from somebody that served in the military. I didn't serve in the military because I wanted to bring death and destruction. I did it because really I wanted to get out the ghetto, and it was the best way for a black person to do it that I knew and was capable of at the time. But once I was in the military, I realized how important it is to serve your country, how important it is to serve in defense of your country, to keep our way of life, to preserve it, which I don't even know in hindsight what the hell I'm preserving anymore.
I was about to say, you got to ask that question. I think we all have.
Am I preserving, am I preserving 10-minute videos of a cop choking a man out on camera and it's socially acceptable? Because I mean, people still debated whether what happened to George Floyd was just or not. What the fuck is the debate, right? So I'm not trying to go too far. What I'm trying to come back to is I don't feel like the West involvement over there has a humanitarian element. It seems more political and strategic, maybe religious, and the end result is people dying, lots of people dying. And we've been sanctioning this shit for decades, and I don't understand it.
Yeah. Well, that's just it, man. You said it. I mean, there's such a double standard. There's that. There's also, you have to look at, our country's buildup with the connection to Israel, with all of the citizens here. What happens when America doesn't show that kind of support? I mean, there's so many things, so many questions. But the bottom line is that it's bringing nothing but suffering. If people are going to suffer, it's going to be the innocent. Because let me tell you, there's a lot of people who do live over there who just want to live a simple life, who just want to live a simple, happy life. And that's on both sides. They won't get to have that.
Yeah.
They won't get to have that. And it doesn't matter when it's over. There's still going to be a lasting effect. See, we think, like, once again, we think very American. But over there, they live with things like blood law. We're going to eventually have to, take revenge for these things.
Yeah.
That's on both sides. That's very common to place over there. So it don't end, man, and we don't help, because instead of saying what needs to be said, we stand there, beat around the bush and try and play. Come on with all these bullshit excuses. When it comes down to it, is that there's a bully, and then there's somebody who's tired of getting bullied, and so now they're trying to become the bully. It doesn't fare well.
My biggest thing, and I hope nobody takes this the wrong way, but it goes back to America minding America's business, and then if you can, reaching out to help other people. You know what I mean? The whole the whole notion of the world's police is nothing new. But now it almost seems as though we've almost complicated it in a way where we've gone out there and helped this person, Now we looking, and does it really help us politically or financially, or you know what I mean? This is like that is like, and that's what all the hesitation kind of is. You got people like, should we help them? Or if you're gonna be the global police, be the global police. If you're not, hey, mind your own business and make your country better than what it is. That's all you gotta do.
But part of that is also saving face. That's one thing that we have a hard time doing, is saying, hey, we were wrong. Look, people argue about this all day long, but I was there, and my opinion is, just like in Afghanistan, you know what? Everything we've done there, was it worth every life that was lost there? I can't tell you that it was, but we have a hard time saying, you know what? We might not have been right about this one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I'm talking as a country. We as individuals, we can say, we can feel, it doesn't matter. But as a country, we might not say, hey, you know what all that stuff that happened over there probably wasn't worth all those lives. But ask the family who have lost those lives how they feel about it. We're not good at admitting that. So if we back it out with all the support that we've given Israel, and you know what, it's not all one way or the other. Hamas, dude, what they've done, that's not acceptable either. I'm sorry, man. You don't blow up innocence.
Yeah.
You don't kill innocence. I understand that you're trying to make your point. This is what war is. We do it too. But it's something to be said about somebody who will go and do that with no regard, no remorse, and they'll do it again.
Yeah.
Nobody's right over there. Nobody's right. So no, it's hard, man. It's hard to watch because personally, I mean, look, we've been in some type of conflict all of my adult life, and I get tired, just like I think we all do. We're tired of seeing it, man. It's just like we know that there's a better way. We all know that. Now who's willing to work for it? Is it the people that we elect? No, because their interests don't align with that. Their interests don't give a shit about a better way. So, yeah, man, everybody's at fault here. Everybody.
Ooh.
But only the people who are going to suffer the most are the innocent.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, because well, like you said, ain't nobody caring about them.
No,
ain't nobody checking.
Nobody gives a shit about them.
No, ain't nobody checking. Dr. Brooks, you had something to add? If not, I'm gonna throw it to CB.
We're just end up rambling about this the whole.
Well, let's see. Let's CB. CB
there's
got
so many layers to this fucking onion.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. CB, what say you?
Well, people in that region have been fighting for hundreds of years. Okay. So I don't see it let up. There's talk that if we go in and take out Hamas, we leave the country with no government. So there's an issue right there. So you go in and you take out Hamas, then, where's the government? You have to have something in place for the people when you destroy a regime or do that. And I just think all these little fires coming up in the world, it's going to make it hard because America is sometimes thought of as the world's policeman. Actually, that would be a NATO function.
Yeah.
United States just has a big stake.
No, man.
It'd be interesting to see what everything that goes down next year because Ukraine will be where it's at, and Israel will be where it's at. 2 or 3 more factors, and we're in World War.
Yeah.
Just something to think about.
Yeah.
But I tell you this: Hamas going after Israel, punk ass bitchism.
You think so?
At its finest.
At its finest. That makes sense.
Wait a minute. How do you think that Hamas going into Israel? What's punk ass bitchism about that when Israel's been encroaching on their borders like crazy?
Well, there are peace talks, there are negotiations, there's all kind of things.
But you can't. But they're not even an official government. They're not a recognized government. So how can you negotiate with them?
Didn't Hamas take over the region, the area, or the country?
No, because they're not recognized by the UN as the government.
Well, yeah, I think that won't happen. But they are controlling the country, so that is some form of control.
I think it's less control. They're just the only ones that are willing to do something about being pushed.
Well, we always have an issue as to what's going to happen if we do clear out terrible government, corrupt government. Because in the United States is not in the business of setting up new governments.
And bullshit.
For other countries.
Bullshit. Yes, they are. Iraq had a whole government in place, and we completely tore that government out of place.
Yes, and we did. We
and
introduced
install
them
our
to
own.
democracy. Democracy.
That didn't work for them.
So the U.S. does it. It's just, I don't know, man. We have too many different interests in this country that don't align with anything that's humanitarian based. It's all based off of strategic resources.
Strategeries. Hit them with the strategeries.
The strategic resources. That's all it's based on. And that's it.
You're right.
I don't know that I'm right. That's what makes it so bad.
Oh my God.
But I think you're right.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Like I said, man, you can't. It's very hard to do the right thing when your interest isn't just doing the right thing. When your interest is money, power, influence, then it's very hard for anybody to 100% do the right thing. And you know that I think that's where we are. I think that's where most countries are. Everybody's trying to get some kind of, foot up, some kind of power, some type of, ability to take what they want. That ain't nothing new, man. The thing is we just have to be okay with admitting that. You just admit it. That would change everything when you can admit it. Let people know exactly who you are.
Yeah. Ah, man.
The United States don't admit it. The United States don't admit even.
No.
Look, we don't. Everything's. Oh, dude, there's something hidden in everything. There's something hidden in everything. But like I said, I think those of us who come from our background, and I'm talking about those of us on this call, we have a different understanding. We've taken a deeper dive, and we see what a lot of people are just being fed. I think we've had the whole meal where they're getting little pieces of it. And so when we look at it, how we feel in our opinions, and then not only that, but trying to be good men, I think we allow ourselves to see things in other lights, and have some empathy for what others are going through, and understand the fact that regardless of, what we think should be and how the world should be, the bottom line is people are dying, and that needs to stop.
Yeah.
It needs to stop.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. This is because, like you said earlier, it's kind of like, and for what? Like, it's like, what real gains are being made? Speaking of, something that's a whole lot lighter. We've got. You know what? I'm gonna just play some of this interview with this person, and see if y'all get what's going on. It's our favorite person. No, I'm not gonna say that. Is that now? Oh no. Yeah, here it is. Thought I misplaced it. Here it is. Check it out.
Oscar night 2022, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock after Chris made a crack about Jada's hair.
I could tell it bothered you. You did an eye roll.
Right. Yeah, and I did that eye roll not so much for me, and I think this is really important, but the fact that there could be a jab at alopecia.
Will then went on a profane tirade warning Chris not to mention his wife's name. Jada couldn't believe what she was hearing.
What is going on? Now, first of all, I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. I'm like, what is going on right
keep
now?
my wife's name
out of your mouth, right? And I'm like, but now I'm really worried for Will because I don't know what's going on.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there. There's a bit more to that, a whole lot more to that. She's on her book tour. All right, she's on her book tour. She's trying to be seen as much as possible. She wants to be out there. She wants everybody talking about it because her book is coming out. All right. So from a marketing kind of standpoint, I get what's happening right here. It's the way it's happening. And I'm gonna hold my comments, and I'm gonna get a floor to y'all because, bruh, this check is crazy. What say y'all, man? About pretty much in the 3 days of her book tour or whatever, she did work on the internet, boy. Like, she did work. What say y'all? You talk about reputation killing, boy. Sheesh.
I think the memes tell it all. If you look at the memes, I saw a meme where it said Jada Pinkett came out and said she has, in fact, never even met Will Smith. It's just, you know what it feel like though? I mean, and I'm just an outsider watching. It feel like she's just trying to, whatever she can say that keeps the spotlight somewhat towards her is what she's willing to say. And some people might say, oh, she's telling her truth or whatever. I'm not saying that. I mean, it's embarrassing though. Don't get me wrong. It's embarrassing too. That'd be like your lady going out saying, yeah, his dick went limp. You know what I mean?
God dang, man. Don't do that.
Everybody?
Oh, shit, y'all clapping for that shit. Why y'all clapping for that?
Thursday, you know what I mean? So
dang.
It just seems like she just wants attention. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. If you have your run. Everybody has their run, and then that run kind of falls off.
She ain't trying to let that shit go. Come on, man.
Saying. Even Jordan retired twice.
She ain't trying to hear all that. She attaches herself with the hotness, whatever the hotness is.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say because I feel like I'm rambling. You know, there was a point in time where you would point to Will and Jada as an example because they're both, you know, of both of them, and be like, wow, you know, black love works. You know what I mean? And I kind of really feel let down by these motherfuckers, man.
Are you serious, man?
Dead ass, yeah. I thought black love worked. They had the
Look, man, those two are celebrities, man. I do not feel let down by two celebrities. The fact is that everything can pull them apart. You know, we have that's a fairy tale. And don't get me wrong, that don't mean that it can't work. I'm just saying those two, it's not really, I mean, it's unfortunate. And of course we wish, but is it really a letdown? I'm like, look, Will and Jada, I think they kept this for years because that looked good. They looked to be that good nuclear, that wholesome family, you know, that everything's fine, everything's perfect. And you know what? It's okay if that's not the reality. You know, it's okay, but now it's getting ugly. Now it's just getting ugly. They were better off being honest, you know, and because they put themselves in the spotlight. Look, every celebrity doesn't choose to put their relationships in the spotlight, and if something does happen and they do move on, then it's just that. That's fine. But these two have been acting for a long time, clearly, you know, for a long time, and now everybody's like, oh my God, look, Jada, she's just doing some wild shit. I don't expect anything less, man. You know, that keeps her relevant. Other than that, what has she done?
Yeah.
You know, she's an actress.
Man.
She's an actress. She's got to stay relevant. Look, you talk about, now, you know where I'm shocked? Here's where I'm shocked. And I know this is a little bit off subject, but it's not. When you talk about things that we expect to work, Remy and Papoose, now that was shocking.
Yeah.
That was shocking. You know, and not to get into that, but that was a little bit more real in my eyes because of the way that they presented themselves. Like I said, it wasn't some fairy tale. This ain't some super rich couple. They're two hustling MCs, you know, that are on the grind.
Convict.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean that's something that was a little shocking. But Will and Jada, nah, man, that ain't shocking. I think Jada's just trying to stay relevant. Will don't have to be relevant.
Paying the bills no more though. Papoose might need to write better verses.
What?
And then
did you really just say that? Yo?
Because they said he was writing all her shit. He was basically writing Remy Ma's rhymes. And she might be like, dude, your wordplay isn't complex no more.
Boy, you stupid.
This young cat is on it. This motherfucker's mumbling. He got the auto-tune, all that shit.
Wow. do that.
She had to go.
Dang. Like,
wow. That's what they sound like. Wow.
Oh my God, man. That is terrible. Oh.
Well, I was listening to Little Dirk or Little Baby, Little somebody. I think
No,
it was
you
Little
weren't.
Baby.
Someone
you
little.
weren't.
He
It
said
was Young Baby.
Someone
Mini
little.
Baby.
What?
Someone with the word baby, little young baby, or something
No,
like that.
you did not.
And yeah, well, I wasn't listening. I heard it. And then I tried to listen. That shit was difficult. I feel like Get Off My Lawn like an OG, but it's like, shit, what are y'all talking about?
I think one of the realest but dopest lyrics I've heard in the past 6 months was when Eric Jamal said they are dropping trash after trash after trash. They are literally littering. That's it.
That junk is clean. A hip hop.
And that,
hotel.
my friend, is why Papoose.
Oh gosh! Oh my! Stop, man!
He gotta use better. Look, his 16 gotta be hotter.
When did those two write Black Love?
I'm gonna look that one up real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up.
Go ahead though. We're gonna let you finish.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Say what you said.
Oh, you gonna let me finish? I thought I was finished.
Say what you said.
Say what you said.
Say what you said. We still on Will and Jada?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Oh, look at that.
You done had too much of that shit tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
So sorry. So sorry.
Okay, that song was released in 2016. I did not realize that.
Black Love 2016. Okay. But
Yeah.
But go ahead, CB.
Well, first of all, I have to recuse myself because I still think the damn slap was fake.
Oh.
Ain't nowhere in the world.
He slapped fire.
Self-respect.
That was straight MOP. He slapped fire out there.
Yo, I was thinking the same thing. He slapped fire out there. Oh shit. Oh,
and that Will's body weight, he should have put him on his back.
Oh yeah. Easy. But he didn't.
Man, it wasn't a punch. It was a slap.
You could, stop playing. You can slap somebody and they done, son. Lift them off their feet.
They might have been acting. They might have been acting so long they don't even know how to actually hit somebody.
No, yeah, exactly. My thing is this: you seen them? What is it? Them slap fights? Yo, this shit, your body gonna rock, son. So yeah, you know what?
Body rock.
Shit, he might. You know what? CB might be onto something, yo. I'm just saying.
Look at the
if she left.
He might be on to something.
She should get with J. Cole. He
Boy,
was spitting hot 16.
Wow. Did you really?
Okay,
did you really just say?
Sorry.
You said.
Sorry,
wait,
CB,
no.
sorry.
Wait. You said J. Cole?
Yeah, he was spitting them hot 16s.
Oh, where did that come from, my dude? Like, what just happened?
Papoose and Remy Ma.
Oh my God, what just happened? Anyway, we're gonna.
J. Cole spitting them hot 16s. Okay. Oh,
we're gonna switch speeds just a touch. To talk about this next thing is, I was kind of, whatever. But you know what? I'm gonna play it and let y'all tell me what y'all think, though. I'm gonna just play it.
Nashville elementary school teacher take away the shirt a second grader was wearing. The sparkly shirt featured a sorority's Greek letters. Tonight, the principal of that elementary school is apologizing. But as News Channel 5's Jason Lamb explains, the issues surrounding this aren't as clear-cut as you might think.
This one is my attendance hero one.
Attendance award in hand. 7-year-old Peyton Tiger's mom says her daughter isn't used to getting in trouble at school. So what happened Thursday surprised both Peyton and her mom.
When I picked her up off the bus, it took me a second, but I realized, why are you wearing a different shirt?
Peyton went to school that morning wearing this shirt, spelling out AKA 1908 in pink and green rhinestones, a reference to Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, an historically African-American sorority.
I like the shirt I was wearing.
But that's not the shirt Peyton came home with, and an email from a teacher at the school to Peyton's mom sheds some light on why. Today, I noticed Peyton wearing an AKA shirt. I am a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. It goes on to say AKA branded items are trademarked and reserved for members only. The teacher says she took Peyton's shirt, giving her another to wear home.
I wanted to cry.
I just don't understand what this teacher's personal, this has nothing to do with the school's association or ties to this group. It is her own personal ties to the group, how that deems her worthy to take something off my child's body and take it.
But did the issue of race play a part in the controversy of the AKA branded shirt at the school? While there are some white members of historically black fraternities and sororities, the vast majority of Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated sororities members are black. Those who are a part of Greek letter organizations say members frown upon others who haven't gone through the pledge process wearing the Greek letters of a sorority or fraternity. Last week, a viral post on X, formerly Twitter, showed a white substitute teacher wearing the AKA jacket of a black teacher. The post and subsequent reactions to it have been viewed more than 17 million times. But Chloe, who says she got the shirt as a hand-me-down from a friend, says in her daughter's mind, she just liked the color.
For her, I mean, it was a pink and green rhinestone shirt, and it matched her pants.
And a quick update, Metro Schools says it has since returned the shirt and apologized for taking it, and told the teacher that next time they should refer the issue to administrators at the school instead of taking the shirt.
Instead of taking it. Who the hell eating scraping that bowl, dog? He said, I'm scraping on that ball. God dang. Terrible.
Little Becky's choosing colors.
Yeah, colors. This one here is interesting.
Look, I get where that teacher is coming from, but I think she's wrong for that. I think that, I forgot where we were. We were somewhere. We were thrifting, and we saw a couple of sorority and fraternity shirts. And you know what? If somebody buys that and they wear it, I mean, I understand. CB, Aries, I think, we've all seen things where you want to question, but I'm not taking anything off of somebody's body. That's not my place.
I think in this case, and not to disagree with you, I think she definitely went too far. And CB and I discussed it earlier in the week, and then Henny Love from Up Above and Pistol, we were chatting about it earlier today. And there were valid points made across the board. But I think she had a right, because that was one of the things that stuck out to me in the video. She was like, what gives her the right in this, that, and the third? She had the right to say something about it, to request that something be done about it, to educate folks about it. So I think that the letter should have gone to the mother just to give her a heads up on what the deal is with that shirt. And then if she chose to sit there and put that on her child again, then that's a whole different story. And it should be a thing with the parent. When you messing with folks' kids, that was one of the things I was just like, there's no way she has kids. Like none.
Hey, but you know what, when it comes down to it, if you really think about it though, if that parent was to be like, hey, thank you, I appreciate that, but my child that's hers. She's gonna wear it. What can that teacher really honestly do? You voice it, you said it. Honestly,
no. Honestly, I would just write something to the local news or something.
Right, but you get what I'm saying.
Something's gonna go down with it. I'm like, keep wearing that thing. All right, cool. I'm gonna draw attention to it, and then the rest will be what it is. It'll be on and pop.
Yeah, but that's just it. It's like, hey, where do you draw the lines as far as consequences and repercussion? Yeah. I mean, I've seen people fight over certain pieces of jewelry. I've seen people, fight over, repping something that they're not. You know, and it'll turn out that they stand there and put hands on somebody. You know, where's that gonna land you? And what are you gonna say? Oh, they're wearing something they're not supposed to wear.
Yeah.
Law don't care nothing about that.
Yeah, and that, I mean, and that sucks. I always thought it was like so interesting how certain entities can get away with certain things. Like you can't say or do anything to a cop. You can't dress like a cop. Not too well. I know Halloween's coming up and everything like that, but you can't dress like a cop too good, or they'll consider it impersonating one. But you can do the whole stolen valor thing whenever you feel like it. You
That's
can
right.
go throw a uniform on, put a bunch of medals on it, do your thing, and that's okay. You know?
Right. I mean, not even that it's okay. It's just that there's nothing by law that you can do. Whereas impersonating a police officer is something that's totally different.
Or because they thought to let's put something in the laws about this. They thought to do that, but they ain't think to do it with us.
Yeah.
It's like the junk is kind of foul. But this is to me it's kind of similar in that there's an unearned recognition, I guess, that is seen with other people like wearing their stuff. In the case of this child, she didn't buy it. She probably didn't put it on her,
right?
On herself. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, come on, man, go straight to the parent in that. And if she gets side lipped, then whoop that ass. You know what I mean? Really.
So here's what I'm gonna say. Don't whoop the parent's ass.
Whoop them.
Everything has a story to it, and what I mean by that is, if I see you out and you are wearing, maybe you're wearing a soccer jersey for a team from Spain. It might mean you're a big fan of them and you like international soccer or football. It could mean once you were homeless and your neighbor gave you that to wear for something. Right. It could mean your grandfather worked over there for 2 years, fell in love with the team, and gave you that on his deathbed, and now you wear it in honor of him. If you can't confirm the story to react the way that the teacher reacted, it was wrong in my opinion. She shouldn't have reacted like that. I understand it though. I understand what it means. Right. Well, I'm a widower, and my wife was a Delta Sigma Theta. And my wife was very proud of that. And I have Delta stuff, and I gave Delta stuff to my daughter. So if my daughter was at school and some teacher took that Delta sweatshirt off my daughter, it's going to be a motherfucking problem. On Hilltop, it's going to be a motherfucking problem.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying? So the teacher don't know the story, and the teacher don't get to assume what the story is or create the story. And you don't get to take that garbage. You take my wife's sweatshirt off my daughter while she's at school, we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a real problem. It's not, and it ain't sit down with the principal type shit. It's so much thicker than that. And so what if it's a biracial kid that just looks more white? You know what I mean? There's just, for a teacher to react like that, nobody gives a fuck about your punk ass Greek sorority in that moment. You better, show these kids some love. These kids get away with
the child doesn't, especially the child has. This is a child you're talking about.
Last I checked, every one of them Greek things charge for. Am I right? For those of us that are Greeks, don't they charge you a membership, an annual?
Sure. Yes. There's dues.
Okay. Well, okay.
You want to jump? You want to jump on this? CB?
But check it out. Hold on. Before he jump in, you fork over money to be a part. So that makes it a business, whether it's nonprofit or for profit.
Okay.
It's a business. So we also all know people that are part of Black Greeks that aren't Black.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. So knowing those two simple ass facts, it is entirely possible for that shirt to be more than just a hand-me-down or something else.
Sure.
Even where the little girl got it from, It could be an important thing. And that little girl may grow up to be a white AKA.
Sure.
Pinky out, acting bougie as fuck, just snotty ass motherfucker like they be.
Dang. Look, somebody's bitter.
With their nose in the air, thinking that they better than
Washington, bro. What happened to you?
I know, right?
Who hurt you? Who hurt you in Washington?
They hit him with it, but they hit him with it.
When we start recording, I'll show you on the doll where they hurt me.
No, look, I think, you know.
I mean, do you see what I'm saying, though?
Look, yeah, and I think everybody can understand here. We've all had. Look, we're all military here, so we understand stolen valor. We have people who are Greeks on here, so we understand. We have some people who are in other organizations. I think we all understand. The fact is that as a teacher, you don't get to take, you know, if you want to say something, that's fine. But when it comes down to it, if that child decides to wear that shirt the next day, there ain't shit you can do about it. You know, that's all there is to it. You know, you can dislike all you want, it don't matter, but you cannot take that shirt from that child.
They didn't have no bad words on it, or you know.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, yeah, we've all
Dallas
seen some
Cowboys.
shirts. We've all seen some shirts that should be taken away from children. You know, and we put more emphasis on things like this.
Yeah,
you know?
like when kids were wearing Dallas Cowboy shirts, get that shit off of them. Don't let them come to school in Dallas Cowboys.
And Nick, you're not from the South, but so you might have had them where they are. But we had these shirts here called Big Johnson.
Yeah. I remember them jeans.
No, those are the most vulgar shirts you can. I mean, come on,
Big
man.
Johnson
Look, I dare
shirts.
some kid to walk up to my daughter talking about, would you like to go out with me? You wearing a Big Johnson shirt, man? Get the hell up out of my house. You know?
Yo, them Big Johnson shirts used to go hard. Son.
That's who you are. Get up out of my house.
But what
Big
if you was a
Johnsons,
teacher?
they help you hit
and
the long
kid came in
balls.
with the Big Johnson shirt.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I mean. You know, nobody says anything about things like that. This young lady comes with a historical, iconic shirt. You know, no matter how we feel about it, you know, the AKAs have been around for a long time, and women of that sorority have done some great things. You know, so for this young lady, whether she knows the history or not, man, that's nobody's position, nobody's place to do anything but educate. But if that little girl said, "This is my favorite shirt," then that lady's just got to go kick rocks, man. There ain't nothing you can do about that. You going to turn around and buy all her clothes for her? You know that? No.
If she should get, that'll be what's.
You can't say she wasn't going hard for the Divine Nine. She was taking over for the Divine Nines in the 2000s.
Don't do that.
He did that, sir. He did that.
Oh, so you want to wear the shirt? Yeah. The shirt? Yeah.
Oh, my God. CB.
You going to get your feelings hurt? Yeah. Get hurt? Yeah.
CB, what say you?
Yeah, we talked about it. I think the teacher missed a golden opportunity to teach for a moment to take and teach the whole class about the Divine Nine. I mean, no way she should have took the young lady's shirt off. To me, it sounds like something a Neo would do. You don't take nothing off of nobody. But she could have written a letter home to the mother, you know, explaining it, asking a question, just saying that she was a member of that organization. And she didn't want to take the shirt off, but she was concerned that younger members may not understand, you know, because that's a concern too, because when folks first join, they get in that, get them colors, man, they want to fight and tussle over every stupid thing that don't matter. But I think the teacher could have handled it a lot better, and she missed a golden opportunity to not only educate the mother, the classroom, and the young lady. And here we are now with a news story and a sting.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
And I think her organization would have liked to have had that to happen, rather than being in what they're in now.
Well, you know what could possibly happen is the sorority like try to make this big some kind of gesture, some big gift, or a whole bunch of future AKA paraphernalia, since she like pink and green. And people will look at it like it's fake, as I don't know what, but the child could actually be influenced by it, and it could possibly be a good thing. I mean, could be.
Well, that's a vice presidential visit,
Yeah.
Just let the vice president come,
Yeah. That is
wave, and just say, "That's not what we represent. We're sorry you had to go through that, boo boo." And it's a win-win. If Harris would do it,
Yeah.
hell, they already think she ain't doing shit anyway.
And she gonna get drugged anyway. If she honestly, if she does it,
Yeah.
they gonna drag her. I mean, really think
Well,
about it. They're gonna be like, and she should be doing other things. Doesn't she have better things to do? They're gonna be doing all that that bullshit. I'm telling you.
She been dragged ever since she been in office. What the biggest accomplishment is it's done and it's out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think her holdings will be, presidential. I mean, a lot of stuff has to clear up, and she has to have some value behind her name. Right now, hate to say it, there's not much value behind her name. But we can say that we had a woman of color sit the number 2 seat in the United States. But I also think that was planned out in the Biden strategy. Not Biden himself, but Biden's advisors. You would not want her to be more popular than the president. And that could easily happen. She gets to run in her mouth.
Yeah.
So give her all those jobs, borders are and all that. Nobody care about that.
Nobody worry about
for that bullshit.
This last topic, we call it hot pursuit, and when you hear it and see it, you'll get it. You'll understand why it's called hot pursuit. But I'm gonna play it and then we'll talk about it. Here we go.
To pursue women. Yes. We're taught that, I know how it sounds. Roll with me for a moment. Look at what we're taught about love through fantasy. The woman is always trapped somewhere. The man always has to go on some long conquest. She becomes the prize immediately upon rescuing her, and he becomes a hero immediately upon rescuing her, not by providing for her after, not by maintaining a house for her after. She doesn't have to do for him. It's all about the game. So when he talk about a man wanting a damsel in distress, that's what most of us were taught to want. You have to unlearn things like that. A man has to sit with himself long enough to say, who am I for real? And what do I actually bring to the table to where I don't need a woman to validate what I got going on? But to sit up here and villainize a man for doing what we taught to do, bro, that's crazy.
That's taken from tonight's conversation, the podcast. They got it going on, man. They do it in a nice little panel. If you get a chance, check them out. Tonight's conversation. But yeah, interesting question. I guess that is. I ain't gonna say it could be problematic, but depending on how it's answered. But with what was said, do you agree with what it said? And if so, why? And if not, why not? How about that? The floor is yours.
I think what he's talking about, because look, I personally was not raised to look for the damsel in distress, but I do understand what he's talking about as far as the fairy tale of it all goes. I don't think any of us would be so naive to think that there aren't people who think and feel that way in both sexes, men and women both. A man wanting to be the rescuer, a woman wanting to be the rescued. These are stories that we're told as children. These are movies that we watch as children, young adults, and adults. And it's everywhere around you that somebody's got to be the savior, somebody's got to be the saved. So, personally, like I said, I wasn't taught to be that way. Not something I ever personally looked for, but I understand what he's saying.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate that. Dr. Brooks. You know what? Hold up. CB, help us out with this one. Reframe it, unpack it, give us something.
I tend to go with the second half of what he was saying about, the after and making sure that everything in the household is right. The lights are always on.
Yeah.
There's money saved up for any emergency that may happen.
Yeah.
You know, are we living comfortably? The pursuit, I don't know. Saving someone, hell, I need to be saved every now and then.
Yeah, no. No, I mean, I
want to be saved.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time.
No, he didn't do that dumbness. You know,
he hit the high note.
Yeah. Go ahead and
Can't nobody working like Eddie.
Oh my gosh.
Flash.
Flash and the
You ain't
ebony
getting my
sparks.
spot.
See, he was out there humping toes. Man, we get it. Oh man, stop playing with it.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that there is a thing is going off into, you know, the pursuit thing. But I kind of like living good.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is based on that. You know what I mean? You speak with coaches, you speak with family friends, you speak with uncles, you speak with your father or whatever, and a lot of stuff is passed down initially about, you know, how to get a girl, whatever, you know. But I think a lot less is placed on how you keep them, unless later on down the road it's kind of, you know, once you done busted up something, you know. I mean, figuratively and literally, I guess it's safe to say with that. That's rough, though.
Chemistry, please. Y'all did the biology. You did the biology experiment.
I think it's just like, yeah, you done did some stuff now, and now you done messed it up, and now you know, to keep a woman, you got to do this, and this. And like, golly, if I'd have known this stuff earlier, it might have been all right, you know. You were about to say something, Dr. Brooks.
So, ever since Kevin Samuels really hit during the pandemic, because, you know, everything got slow, and so podcasts just took off, and Kevin Samuels got popular, and these discussions came about where people openly talked about, I would say, male points of view, because male points of view were decidedly mute during since the advent of media. We hear from the women's point, but we don't really hear from the men's point a lot. These conversations are always interesting to me because people don't know what context to put our relationships in anymore. Is it modern? Is it old school? Is it this? Is it that? We're in this weird hybrid relationship.
That's what it's called now.
You get married. I don't think people getting married. Yeah, I don't think you should get married for love at all. It's a fucking business arrangement, and ain't nobody been getting a divorce. And the judge was like, "Hey, so how often did you get pussy and hugs and shit?" And then he'd be like, "Oh, I would get it, you know, 3 to 4 days a week, whatever." So the judge was like, "Okay, so I tallied the bills. You owe this much in alimony and this much in child support, and ma'am, you owe this much in pussy payments." It don't happen like that. And you owe him this much love and affection. It's only a business arrangement. Yeah, love is cool and everything. But if you're getting a relationship solely for the emotional high you get from that dopamine release, I think you're making a mistake. So when people talk about relationships, I don't think they even know which version of a relationship they want. And because, you know, 100, 200 years ago, women didn't have the opportunity to make a living at the rate and way they do today. And so when you're talking about all these complexities in a relationship, I think everything gets lost and everybody's trying to figure out how it works and why it works. For some people, the love angle works. For other people, it don't. And if you don't believe me, you better check the divorce rate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's something stupid.
So
40 something, 46% or something. It's something. Might as well call it.
It's higher than that. It's well over 50%.
Is it?
Yeah, a lot of people get
about to look
divorced.
this up. Man said
A lot of people. There's a lot of divorces.
Hit him with the hit him with it.
Hit him with the heat. Hit him with the heat.
Oh man.
So, but that's my own take on it. But
yeah.
So whenever they have these conversations, man, I'm at the point. It's more. I just listen for entertainment. I don't believe shit no.
He don't believe it. He don't believe it. Yeah, it still says almost 50%, man. You're late. Almost 50% of all marriages in the United States will end in divorce or separation. Those are divorce statistics and facts. What affects divorce rates? Something. Wilkinson and Finkerbeener. Boy. Oh, Finkbeaner. Still, that's a hell of a name, son. That Finkbeaner.
Like Stinkmeaner.
Yo, pretty much, yo. This dude's name is straight up and down Finkbeaner. Finkbeaner. It's either Finkbeaner.
No, the divorce rate is higher because
Finkbeaner. Finkbeaner.
It's like half of first marriages end in divorce. Almost 67% of second marriages end in divorce.
Oh, God dang. Oh, damn.
Nigga, that's why they say all my exes live in Texas.
That's wild.
I don't know if that's why they said that. It just seemed like that's why they said it.
Maybe for you it's true. I guess it's true for you. That's sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
All my exes is in Cuba, baby.
Oh, sure, you're right. Sip. That's what we're doing. All right. With that said, because I was the did everybody get in on that? I think so. Did everybody say something on that? All right. With that said, then you know what it is. Random-ish. Yes, this episode's Random-ish is brought to you thanks to the good people at Dyson. Hey, we appreciate y'all sending that shit out to us, though, for real. We gonna need some headphones, man. Shit. No, this one is.
I'm just trying to breathe right.
It's funny you should even say breathe. That's funny. All right, so there's gonna be a question that is asked. It is super random. If you don't feel like answering it, I get it. You know what I mean? But if you do, then I'll tell you what it says about you, what your response says about you. All right. Let me pull that information up first. It's good to have the question first. What does oh, this is crazy. Say it about you. I thought I had this up already, but I guess I didn't. What does say about Splash? All right. There we go. Uh-oh. Who just... What? Oh, wow. That's what we out here doing? Dang.
Pistol.
He's in the building, y'all.
What are you doing?
Straight chilling. All right. So you're just in time for Random-ish. I know that's like one of your favorites. So this should be fun. Again, I'm gonna ask a question, and then okay, there it is. Cool. No. I'm gonna just hit accept on that. All right. Here we go. I'm just gonna go around the room and just ask the question. Dr. Brooks. Well, you know what? I should explain two options first. The two options. Here are the two options. When. Okay. Option number one. when going to the bathroom, you unzip, dig into your zipper, and pull your your underwear down. Right? Check it out, like through the junk, right? That's option number 1. Option number 2, when you go to the bathroom, and it's just to do number 1, you unzip and you dig in through the underwear hole, grab your junk, and then pee.
Right? The little slinky hole where you slink your dick out.
Good God, Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh.
I would not hire her. She wears underwear with dick holes in them.
All right, so that's the random ish, right? So is 1 or is 1 or 2? Did he say yes again? Okay, that's fair.
What is the option? Like how I'm gonna pee?
Look, no, or look. No, wait.
Slink my dick out the hole.
Yeah, no. There is another option though, so we gotta mention that shit. You could, you know what I mean, just unzip, unbutton that top button, open your shit all the way up, and just be like, pulling your drawers down.
What is the option 4? Is this for using the bathroom? What's the option? Why am I just slinking my dick out?
Option 3, yo. Okay, look, man. Option 3 is the full, just, you know, you gotta basically your pants just be sitting there holding themselves up.
Oh my God. We're never. Hey,
all right.
Hey,
so
look,
look,
you got to get your shit together.
Look. So 1, 2, or 3. We're doing 1, 2, or 3, and it's not about how long. Come on, man, stop playing. It is about.
Is this to take a piss? Am I just pulling my dick out?
Yes, but how do you do it? Do you take that thumb and pull the junk down? And,
First of all,
and then
this dick ain't coming out with just my thumb. Okay, it's gonna take a hand and a half.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about you got one hand to go push the thing down, and then boom, the other hand.
To let you know, apparently.
Yeah, and then another one to grab. Like, stop playing.
Is that what somebody just said?
What? So what you doing? 1, 2, or 3, man?
Are you talking about like in my bathroom at home or in a public restroom?
There's a different you got different styles to your gangster. Like, what the fuck's going on there?
Yeah, I do. In public, I don't. If I'm in public, I'm not unsheathing as much meat. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want as much meat exposed in case some shit pops off. I gotta be able to tuck my dick back in.
What is happening, yo? What is happening right now, man?
But if I'm at home, I might just pull everything down.
Oh my God! So he might go with that joint there. That's what he's saying. That's terrible, man. That's terrible. Okay, but no.
If I'm at home, I might let my balls out too.
So number 3 then.
They don't want to be cooped up in there.
Oh wait up. So basically, it's a number 3 then. That's what you're saying.
Number 3.
Yeah, you just pulling there.
You got too many options.
Pull it all down and everything.
One podcast is canceled. I would tell you.
I'm telling you, man, you got to say what it is, because I'm gonna tell you what that says about you. I got this whole thing, this article pulled up.
So wait.
Okay, so I'm not pulling. Hold on.
With that.
I'm not.
What's up?
I'm not pulling my dick out the hole.
Start with that.
I'm not going
I'm
to
just
slink
saying.
my hand into the hole, and then I don't know why I use the word slink. Is what I do. I don't want to slink my hand in the little dick hole and then slink it out. That's too much work. And now your dick's curved up like the letter S, trying to get out.
I'm just okay.
And the P got to turn corners.
Got you.
So look, so everybody's giving an answer before you tell us, because it's all going to be one of those answers, right?
Yes.
I'm not answering nothing.
Got to be one of them answers, and then I'll tell you what that says about you.
I think I got
Men's Health, men'shealth.com. Check it out. But yeah. So
okay.
What number would you go with, Dr. Brooks, then?
I think I got to be a number 1.
Just a general. So you put the thumb through the pants hole and get a good hold of your drawers and pull them straight down, and then pull your meat out. Got it. Number 1.
And then the
number
fire
1
goes out. I'm the fireman.
He got a number 1. All right, King Dino, what you working with, man?
Let's see. Wait. So what's number 2 again?
Number two is you unzip You dig through the trouser hole, and then you dig through the drawers flaps.
Yeah, I've never used a hole for the trouser hole.
I didn't know that was there for that. I didn't.
Wait a minute. You said.
Is that the name of it?
Wait a minute. He said he never did the trouser hole. Like
pull my drawers down.
Unzip.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Unzip, unbutton, pull down, do my business.
So number 3. So you're number 3.
Wait, but my pants aren't like hanging. Like I don't.
They're not all the way down by your ankles, son. I'm just saying.
Right.
So they open and they could fall down and that happened, right? Is what you're saying?
No, they could not fall down.
Well, they open like that though, huh?
Your pants, they stay on your body if they fit you.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying. It sounds like number 3. It sounds like number 3 is what it sounds like.
Let's. I don't know if I'm really going with that because I'm not quite sure. I'm trying. Look, I don't get.
Hey, check it out. Check it out. You're not digging. You're not digging in the trouser holes for nothing. There you go.
The whole
then that means you open it up filleting that shit, son. You out here filleting
it.
You out here filleting, boy.
The hole is officially called the pee hole or the penis hole or the Y hole or the air hole.
Bro,
we ain't trouser hole.
You talking about the pants? What a zippage is? The zippage.
No. The little thingamabob is called the Y hole.
What? Oh, in the drawers?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What?
Hey, this is like something about Mary when my man zips
Oh God, how you get the Franks above? He said hanging the beans above the Franks. Yeah, dang. Oh man, if you haven't seen that movie, punch yourself in the face and then you go to whatever streaming service you got and just watch it, man. It's kind of funny.
Ben Stiller.
So dude, it sounds like you're number 3, man. So we got a number 1 and a number 3. You're a number 3, my dude. Just own that. That's all you got to do is own that, and we can move on. So he's a number 1. Oh gosh, this is so funny. Pistol, man. You're not gonna answer.
No, I'll plead the fifth. No.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Dang, my man, like he meant that shit, man. Okay.
He like my dick was hanging out the bottom the entire time.
He's like, I gotta lift up my ankle. And dangle it. I do 3 kicks. 3 kicks, and then it dangles out of the bottom of my jeans, and then bam, I just do what the fuck I need to do. Shake a leg. That, you know when they came up with shake a leg? That was me, man. I'm the reason they came up with that shit. Shake a leg. They was talking about me, man. You know what I mean? That's where he's at right now. He don't want to just make us feel bad. I get it. You know what I mean?
That's not what I said at all.
Hey, this what I got. This what you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm working with. All right. But as far as technique, this is interesting. I have to go with the number 1. I'll do the number 1, Jen. Yeah. Now, before I tell y'all what it means, depending on your little answers, and I didn't pick this because I wanted to have all the cool answers. So that's not how that went down. Honestly, it just so happens that it's a good look. So we got 2 number 3s. I mean, 2 number 2s, 2 number 1s, a number 3, and then my man said shake a leg. All right. I don't think shake a leg's gonna be like up here on that because it was the 3 joints was. I mean, the 3 joints was the 3 joints. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like nobody knew that was coming.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What are the results?
You said what are the results?
Yeah, like what does each one mean?
I'm about to read it now. My man, why are you so worried about it? You didn't even say.
I just want to know.
Oh man.
Who? Mr. Brown?
All
I
right.
thought were you sleeping?
Oh yeah, you gotta ask C Bizzle.
I don't even see him up here. Oh, his junk is he's still spinning. God, Lee, I didn't even see it over there.
My man's been rendering for about an hour.
1, 2, or 3.
I want the one where it all come out. That everything got to be open.
He on that number 3 shit. He got to retuck his shirt, son. Every time he pisses, he got to retuck his shirt.
Toby got to see what's going on.
Mr. Brown be out here assed out. Taking a piss.
He be up in there loving himself like, you see this? Yeah, baby. Look at it. And then he pissed.
Everything got to come out. Hey, you know how he say recess? That's his recess. Right. He come out, check out the air, make sure everything good.
Make sure everything's good. Yeah. All right, so now King Dino is not alone. He is not alone. So we'll go ahead and read the 3s first, since that's what's in front of me. I started laughing and I guess pulled that up. All right, 3s. These are open-minded people. Yeah, you can see why that's the case. Open-minded, dynamic, athletic, and have an insatiable appetite for winning. That's number 3.
That's fair.
That's the number 3.
That's fair.
That's y'all open all up and you gotta retuck your shit and all that. That's y'all. And then there were no number 2s.
New every time, baby.
There was so there was no number 2s. So number 1s, there was 2 number 1s. Bang yum. All right. Where did it go? No. Whoa. Don't assume they're always outgoing. They can be reserved and shy 1 minute and incredibly chatty the next. Given their innate mastery of language and social skills, they tend to have a wide, diverse circle of friends and gravitate to career paths that allow them to express themselves. Huh. I didn't see that coming. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, okay.
So if somebody was a number 2, what does that say?
Number 2. All right. Here you go. Number 2. This is the person who hell to the nah. This I'm reading what they saying. I'm just like, really? This is one who digs through the pants hole. I don't care what it is. You dig through the pants hole and then they dig through the underwear to get to the underwear hole. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what the number 2 was. All right. They're positive, cheerful, gung-ho vibe. That's what they're working with. They're driven and self-assured leaders who won't stop until they get to the bottom of it. That makes sense, yo. Look at it, because they be digging in there. God damn. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. No, that was a pretty good one. I get it. Until they get to the bottom of it. That was clever. I get it. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. And sheesh, that was random-ish. Wow, that's crazy. We'll do it, though. So you know what that means. We got to do it.
This has been another fine episode of All That Ish. Follow us on Instagram, Fanbase, Facebook, and Twitter at allthatish_official. And give us a call at 757-504-0829. This episode has been brought to you in part by
Inflatable Arms. All you've got to do is pump.
And
insurance for your puffed up arms. Call Johnson & Wales. We've got you covered. Pump.
Take care.